Hey there, beautiful. Welcome to today's video. My name is Sandra Carmen, and I am so glad you're here because you are definitely in for a treat today. I have a topic that could be a bit controversial and could also be the most eye-opening thing that you've heard in a long time. So glad you're here, and let's actually dive right in, because from the previous two videos last week and the week before that, you have heard about my conscious uncoupling process and how deep in it I really was, from grief to anger to resentment and a deep-rooted self-betrayal and a self-consciousness about the things that are going wrong and the things that I am not doing well, or where I feel broken, or just so many wounds ripen open for me to shine a light there and to focus on healing of parts of myself that I didn't even know needed any attention and healing. With the gratitude that I have cultivated at the end of this process, and the trigger points that are obviously still here because it just ended less than a week ago. We had our final goodbyes, and I am very much with the pain of abandonment that is coming up inside of me. And I invite you to come on a journey with me to fully embrace the challenge and the hurdles and true conflicts and obstacles that life presents us, that life constantly serves us, and how we, in our discernment, holding our ground and really being balanced in what is true for us, how we can work with this and actually shift it towards something that is bringing us immense blessings and lessons that we can take and grow from. So guys, let me drop the big truth bomb, because this is something that I realized very recently, and I noticed that the way society works and our modern business, our corporate lives are structured, we are not acknowledging the beauty in struggle and the necessity in failure. I do not want to make struggle a negative part of my life any longer, because there's immense beauty in struggle and failure, and the way we are trying to escape it, the way we are trying to get out of a difficult situation at all costs. It is not doing any good for anyone. It is actually bringing more hardship and more tension and more resistance that is then creating obstacles and roadblocks for us and for others. And tension that not only we have to hold, but others as well. So the beauty in struggle is truly the sitting in the fire, sitting in the space that feels like everything is burning you, everything is going downhill, in that exact spot of the most heat, the most where it feels so explosive. That is where the most wisdom can be harvested by you. That is the place where your knowledge can be ramped up, and that is the place where your knowledge can be flourishing, and you can embrace the truth that is behind that movement of leaning backwards and trying to escape. You can find so much delight and actually pleasure as well in the places that seem out of control, that trigger you because you would love to keep control and you would like to keep it in a way that you can grasp all the important things. And I really challenge you to stay with your next big challenge. What it has done for me to embrace the anger and the letting go process that this uncoupling naturally brought into my life was I am so much more grounded right now these days inside of my own power. I have had so many motivating thoughts, so many brilliant ideas, so many sparks of intentionality towards one specific project, and just the drive that I wanted to get things done. And no, this is not just where I'm at in my cycle. You know, I'm teaching cycle syncing with my online course, Cycle Aligned, which you can find all about in the description below, by the way. It's not just because I am at this peak time of my cycle around ovulation. I'm actually bleeding on day 3, which is my heaviest part. And so I was a bit worried about recording today's video from that heavy energy, but I'm actually with this impulse, with this surging energy inside of me that is turning life force energy on, that is bringing me pleasure, bringing me the highest alignment. And I am doing a lot regarding my financial and investment setup these days. I am so motivated to invest into projects that are conscious and that are doing good for the world, that are enhancing where we are with our human awareness level in general, and that are supporting businesses, like-minded people, thought leaders, visionaries who are bringing their light in their very unique way into our world through their business, through the nonprofit that they brought into being. And I feel just so happy and so proud and very, very grateful for the way that we have done this process and for the way I allow myself to really continue a letting go process and the way I harvest from the hardship and the challenge. And just to give you a full picture so you can see, right now you see me sitting here smiling, and I'm really doing my best to give you a transmission of this joy and this life force that is flowing through me. And at the same time, this morning when I woke up really early with the sunrise, I allowed myself to have a bath. And I allowed myself to release and to not just bless my bath water, but to really bless this part of my life where I can lean back, enjoy my feminine energy, treat myself so well and take good care of myself, and intentionally let go of all the heaviness, all the grief, all the negativity that is stored inside my womb, inside my body, inside every cell of who I am. And I allowed myself to embrace this part of softness, so I can really cry and allow the sounds that I'm letting go of to release what is stuck inside of me. So for the rest of the day, continuing with my meditation practice and the rest of my morning ritual, I can then start my day with the most joy and energy towards the things I love doing, like speaking to you guys. And I can harness and also harvest that and infuse it into the parts that need attention, that need creative energy, and that need all of my focus, unconditional focus. As if unconditional love could now become unconditional focus. So I am really fully present is what I'm trying to say. And I am so grateful for the beauty that hardship and sorrow brings and adds to my life. Because imagine if everything you ever wanted was given to you in the moment you wanted it and you first tried to call it in. How easy it would have been and how much dissatisfaction it would have brought you. Because of course, you are hearing about, oh, anything you want can come true now in an instant, in this very moment. Of course you would go, oh, I want this. But then, just like that, you have it, and then what? You strive for more. You want more, and then that is given to you as well in an instant, right now, in this moment. Oh, okay, Cool, already achieved that as well. So what now? You go for the next higher thing. Boom, here it is. Oh, okay, I guess I achieved everything I could have ever imagined within 15 seconds. Like, how am I going to continue? Like, it's just not going to be satisfactory. It's not going to be the most, it's not going to bring the most alignment for no one. Like, where would we end up if we just look and we search and we become hungry for more and more, and it's all given to us in an instant? How boring life would become, how much of a tragedy it would be, because people end their lives, people are depressed, people are without purpose. No need to focus on anything anymore, because if you do that within 2 seconds, it's already here, less than 2 seconds. So let's just allow ourselves to feel gratitude for what is not, here yet, for what is to come, to be patient, to be working. And imagine someone told you, oh, here is $1 million, euro, whatever your currency is, pounds. Here's 1 million of your local currency. Amazing, you have that in an instant. And then what? What are you doing with this big sum now, though? Do you have the capacity to hold it, to take good care of it? Do you know how to be with this in a way that respects the money and makes it grow and makes it multiply 1,000-fold? No, likely not, because you have not worked your way up step by step. You have not built that resilience and that grit that it needs and takes to really get somewhere. You haven't gone through it. You haven't learned the lessons that life would gift you on this path. You have just received it, and now your container that it was built for maybe 10,000 or maybe 100,000 has to hold 1 million, and it's leaking left and right. In all corners there are small holes where it's just flowing out. You're making bad choices. You're not investing correctly because you have not gradually learned to expand your space. Or with a lover, with a person that enters your life who respects you and treats you well. If you have not done your healing through relationships that failed, that cost you heartbreak and sorrow, you have not learned how to be a very good partner yourself, how to be the real, authentic person that lives inside of you and that allows a partner to receive all your love, allows you to give from a full place within. So now this person who is the most pure and innocent and aligned partner for you enters your life, but you are still very broken inside. You have not moved through the lessons and not integrated them to the extent of, I am now complete, I am balanced within, I am securely attached, I can really honor and see this partner and value them for what they are adding to my life. I am already whole as I am already my own complete person, and no one needs to fix me, no one needs to complete me or fill a void. They are their loving individual, and when we come together, the relationship unit we are forming is the most healed and aligned that we both would have ever been able to call in. If you're not at this point, but they are, you might end up hurting them. You might end up betraying them. You might causing them a lot of unnecessary sorrow and heartbreak because of where you were at in your journey. So if you in an instant manifest all the things that you ever want, it is actually not healthy for you and others, and that example specifically highlighted. So I encourage you to feel grateful for what you don't have and for all the things you still have to overcome and work through and learn on your journey to reach the things you really desire the most. So with this, I want to close, and I want to remind you that where you're at right now, this is perfect. This is exactly where you're supposed to be. I am so proud of you, and thank you for watching till now. I hope you see really what I mean here and how this is taking you full circle from a place of, oh, that again, I thought I've worked through this. Why am I constantly circling back to this? Why am I here again? I thought I knew this already. I thought I had checked this box. No, it doesn't mean that you are going backwards on your path and that you're regressing. It means that something wasn't fully complete. Something wasn't fully seen here. So this is a time, this is a chance for you to realize that and then work with it in the most aware way you possibly can. Do your best. Don't be so hard on yourself. Allow yourself some setbacks because they are here as the next building block, as the next part of your journey that makes you stronger and more your authentic self. So, thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to see you next week. Please check out my other videos if you haven't done so, and welcome if that was your first video today. I hope to see you again. Click the subscribe button, leave me a like and a comment. What have you learned? What are you taking away from today's video? Is this mindset shift towards challenges are amazing? I need challenges in my life. Is that mindset shift new for you? Have you explored that before? Let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you and create a community where we empower each other from a place of genuine acceptance. I hope to see you next week. So much love to you. Bye.